When I opened my door, she was standing there, like she hadn't moved for hours. The weight, the memory, the truth. It was a normal evening. Or at least, it was supposed to be. I was tired, distracted, lost in my routine like every other day. Work had drained me, my mind was somewhere else, and all I wanted was to get inside my house and shut the world out. But the world had already come to my door. She was standing there. Right outside my gate. Still. Silent. Waiting. At first, I thought she was just someone asking for directions. But something felt different. She wasn't looking around. She wasn't confused. She was looking straight at me. Like she had been waiting for me, and only me. I slowed down. My heart started beating a little faster. "Can I help you?" I asked. She didn't respond immediately. She just looked at me, deeply, like she was searching my face for something. Recognition. Memory. Or maybe, regret. "I've been waiting all day," she said softly. Her voice was calm. But heavy. I forced a small smile. "I think you have the wrong house." She shook her head slowly. "No. I don't." Something about her certainty made me uneasy. I stepped closer to the gate. "Do I know you?" For a moment, she didn't answer. Then she gave a faint, painful smile. "You used to." Those words hit me, harder than they should have. You used to. I looked at her again. Really looked this time. Her face. There was something familiar. Not obvious. Not clear. But something hidden deep in my memory. "I'm sorry," I said. "I really don't remember." And that's when I saw it. The smallest change in her expression. Not anger. Not shock. Just disappointment. Like she expected this. "Can you at least tell me your name?" I asked. She hesitated. Like saying it out loud would hurt. Aisha. And just like that, everything came rushing back. Rain. Laughter. A small tea stall. Her hand in mine. A promise. A promise I never kept. I took a step back. "Aisha." She nodded. "I thought you'd forgotten." I didn't know what to say. Because the truth was, I hadn't completely forgotten. I had buried it. Buried her. Buried everything. "I had to leave," I said quietly. She looked at me. "You didn't just leave, you disappeared." Her words were sharp. But not angry. Just honest. And that made them hurt more. "I waited," she continued. "At first every day, then every week, then every year. I couldn't look at her anymore. The guilt was too much. I didn't know how to come back," I admitted. She let out a soft, broken laugh. "You didn't try." Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. "True. I went back to that tea stall," she said. "Again and again, hoping you'd show up." My chest tightened. "I even kept that old scarf you gave me," she added. That broke me. Because I had forgotten about that scarf. But she didn't forget anything. "I thought maybe you'd come back," she said. "Because you promised." That word again. Promise. I closed my eyes. "I'm sorry," I whispered. She looked at me for a long moment. "You always are," she said softly. "But it doesn't change anything." "Why are you here?" I finally asked. She hesitated. Then looked down at her hands. "I just needed to see you," she said. "Why now?" She took a deep breath. And then said the words that shattered everything. "I'm getting married next week." Broken heart, the goodbye, the regret, the end. The moment she said it, everything inside me stopped. "You're getting married?" I asked. She nodded. "I tried to move on," she said quietly. "I really did." My chest felt tight. Like I couldn't breathe properly. "But I couldn't," she continued. "Not without seeing you one last time." I stepped closer to her. "Do you love him?" I asked. She didn't answer. And that silence was louder than anything she could have said. "I waited for you longer than I should have," she said. Tears finally filled her eyes. "But I can't wait forever." I nodded slowly. Because she was right. She had already waited too long. "I never stopped thinking about you," I admitted. Her eyes flickered. But she didn't say anything. "I just thought you'd forget," I added. She shook her head. "Some people aren't that easy to forget." The air between us felt heavy. Years of silence, sitting between us. "I used to imagine this moment," she said softly. "What moment?" "Seeing you again." "And?" She smiled faintly. "In my imagination, you came back sooner." That line. That one line. Destroyed me. "I can't change the past," I said. "I know," she replied. "But you could have changed the future." I had no answer for that. Because she was right. We stood there for what felt like forever. Neither of us wanting to say the final words. But both of us knowing. They were coming. "I should go," she said finally. My heart dropped. "So this is it?" I asked. She looked at me. Her eyes filled with everything she had held back for years. "This was always it," she said. She turned. And started walking away. Step by step. Slowly. Like every step was heavy. Like every step mattered. I wanted to stop her. Say something. Do something. But I didn't. Because deep down, I knew. I had already lost her years ago. Halfway down the street. She stopped. For a moment. I thought she might turn back. But she didn't. She just stood there. Then kept walking. And disappeared into the darkness. I stood there alone. In front of my house. The same place where she had been waiting all day. The same place where I finally realized what I had lost. The return, the truth, the final regret. I didn't sleep that night. Not even for a minute. Her voice, her face, her words. "They don't leave, you just don't come back in time." That sentence kept echoing in my mind. Over and over again. I sat in the same place where she had been standing. Right outside my gate. Like somehow, staying there would bring her back. But deep down, I knew she wasn't coming back. Not this time. The days after. The next few days felt empty. Different. Like something had been taken from me. Something I didn't even realize I still had. I tried to go back to my normal life. Work. Routine. Distractions. But nothing worked. Everywhere I looked, I saw her. The tea stall. The street. Even my own house. Everything reminded me of what I had lost. Or maybe what I had thrown away. The decision. 3 days before her wedding. I broke. I couldn't take it anymore. The regret. The silence. The what if. So I did something I should have done years ago. I went looking for her. Finding her again. It wasn't easy. Time had changed everything. But somehow, after asking around, after searching places we used to go, I found her. She was sitting outside a small park. Alone. Just like before. For a moment. I froze. Because she looked peaceful. Calm. Like she had finally made peace with everything. And I wasn't sure if I had the right to disturb that. But I did anyway. Aisha. She looked up. Surprised. Confused. And then. Something else. Something I couldn't fully understand. You shouldn't be here, she said softly. I had to come, I replied. The confrontation. Why? She asked. Her voice wasn't angry. It was tired. Because I can't let you go like this, I said. She looked at me for a long moment. You already did, she replied. That hit hard. But I didn't step back this time. I was wrong, I said. I should have come back. I should have tried. I should have fought for us. She didn't say anything. I thought I had time, I continued. I thought, someday I'd fix everything. A tear rolled down her cheek. Someday doesn't exist, she said. The hardest question. Tell me one thing, I asked. She stayed silent. Do you still love me? The question hung between us. Heavy. Dangerous. Real. She closed her eyes. And for a moment, I thought she wouldn't answer. But then. Yes. One word. Soft. Broken. But honest. And that one word gave me hope. The impossible choice. Then don't marry him, I said. Her eyes opened instantly. No, she said. Why not? Because love isn't enough anymore. That sentence crushed me. I've waited for you for years, she continued. I gave you every chance, even when you didn't know it. I stayed silent. Because I knew she was right. And now, she added. I finally chose to move forward. The real truth. There's something you don't know, she said. I looked at her. What? She hesitated. Then took a deep breath. My wedding isn't just about moving on. I frowned. Then what is it about? Her eyes filled with tears again. My mother is sick, she said. She needs treatment, and his family is helping us. Everything inside me stopped. So, you're doing this for her? She nodded slowly. I don't have another choice. The breaking point. That's when I realized. This wasn't just about love anymore. This was about life. Responsibility. Sacrifice. And I had no place in it. Because when she needed me the most, I wasn't there. The final goodbye. I wish you came back earlier, she said softly. I swallowed hard. I wish that too. We stood there in silence. One last time. I loved you, she said. I still do, I replied. She smiled through her tears. I know. This time. When she turned to leave, I didn't stop her. Because I understood something now. Love isn't always about holding on. Sometimes, it's about letting go. Broken heart. I watched her walk away again. But this time, I didn't blame fate. I blamed myself. Because in the end, she didn't choose someone else. She chose a life I failed to be part of. Lightbulb life. Lesson. Love needs timing and effort. Waiting has limits. Silence can destroy relationships. And sometimes, the biggest loss isn't losing someone. It's realizing you lost them long ago.